Hello. We decided at the weekend to go and have a look at the Tall Ships Festival at Greenwich and somewhere further down the river in London. It starts off, we started off early in the morning at Cutty Sark. You can see it's a nice, lovely English day with brilliant cloud shine, and there's the Cutty Sark ship, a genuine ancient tea clipper. And here we are in lovely Greenwich. That dome-shaped building is a footway under the river, or the entrance to it. There's another tall ship, but not of the usual sort. The Tall Ships Festival is sort of, ancient ships with sails and stuff. It's early morning, so this market is looking a bit dismal, and I don't know what it's like in the rest of the day. I think it's pretty much the same, actually. A bit boring looking, but there you go. So anyway, nothing much was happening here, so we wandered around a bit. The aim was to walk down the river. You can see there's another tall ship in the distance, an actual in use one. The Cutty Sark is an antique, a genuine tea clipper from whenever it was, ancient times. I don't know, 200 or 300 years ago. I didn't look it up. And there's the Cutty Sark herself, a sort of a witch woman who's it's a good excuse to show topless ladies, I suppose, back in those days. I think some sailors made some remarks about her, and she got annoyed with them. There's some legend about that. You can look it up if you like. This is the Greenwich Visitor Centre, which is just near where we were. There's some noise in the background. I don't know what it is. There was some engine running. I guess they were cleaning the place up. There's Sir Walter Raleigh. A jolly famous old English chappie. I think he's the guy who beat the Spanish Armada, isn't he? Yes, or who happened to be around when they sailed into the coast. Anyway. And there's a tall ship. My video camera is having some trouble focusing. It's a cheap camera, and that's what you get when you buy cheap, I suppose. But it was very cheap, so that's good. It looked nice with those sails. A bit about the weather. It was rather grey and hazy and not all that warm. In the background is one of the modern commuter boats. For £6.80 you can commute up and down the river at a fair old speed, actually. The Thames Clipper. There's another one there, and there's another tall ship, and another one in the background. Well, that's the one we saw earlier, and this one's... I can't read the name because it's out of focus. Attila? I don't know. And here we are at the Royal Naval College at Greenwich. It's a really magnificent building. It's a university, basically, for people who want to join the Navy and kill other people, I suppose. I don't know. And it's... west past east o'clock. These are actually photos, though they don't look like it, of previous tall ship events. I can assure you this one is nowhere near as spectacular as that. One thing though, at this college there was a choir practicing, and we went in and had a quick listen. Pretty magnificent place. Ah, Admiral Lord Nelson. Quite a big lunchbox. Won the Battle of Trafalgar. Here we have an ancient hospital and a power station. The power station's the big one in the background, obviously. Out of date. I think it's an old coal-fired power station, not in use now. This part of London is kind of industrial, as you can see. It's not quite so touristy. You've got the O2 Centre there, or the Millennium Dome. It's called the O2 Centre now, because it's been sponsored by a company. I suppose eventually the name will change again. That's the Isle of Dogs in the background, I think. It used to be an island. Oh, there's a portrait of an artist as a child, or as a boy, or something like that. And, graffiti or something. Oh, there he goes. And a ship. A tallish ship, but not one of the normal sorts, and pretty derelict looking. That's industrial Greenwich for you, or Greenwich. But we're closer to that white ship now, you can see it there. That's the tallest one in the Tall Ships Festival. 90 metres tall, 300 feet. And they were charging people, I think, £68 if you wanted to go on board the boat. Of course, we didn't do that. Although at least one of my friends did. There is Canary Wharf, the West India Dock section. And Rolf Judd, that's a ship I think from the 1930s or something like that, still sailing around. Owned by a company of architects, I think. I think this is a ship that's used for training young people to sail, if they want to, I suppose. Or anyway, perhaps it's a punishment, I don't know. And you can see what a nice venue they set up for these boats here, very professionally done. Isn't it wonderful? Britain is such a professional place. A couple of nice boats. I wanted to film this ship zooming off, but this pillar turned out to be in the way, as you will see. I got some of it though. I didn't realise he was going to reverse.
eyes off my ship there, young lady. I'm not having it stealing away by another pirate. That's it. Morning. Morning. What's going on here? You boarded my ship? Get on that ship. Oh, I think you might. Oh, it's a bonfire. Oh. Hey, little sailor up there. How you doing? I'm good. They won't let me on the boat. Well, these cheeky ones are going to get on. They're probably going to try to steal our boat. We're going to have to... Don't you steal my boat. I want no stealing of the boat. No stealing of the big ships. Who's been on the ships today? Everybody? No, just going, yeah. Has anybody sailed down from Woolwich? No.
Keep listening, the pirate lady tells a pretty good joke. There were various dressed up entertaining people there, as you can see. Some Dickensian types.
Hey, what's wrong with my teeth? I want my teeth. I've got all my teeth. I've lost any of them, yeah?
And you can buy some junk that you don't need. At all these events you can always buy junk that you don't need. Yeah. And people do, of course. And some food of who knows what sort of quality. There's free guy, no, fries guys. Free guys? Yuck. Used to shelter. We'll see this ship a few times. Basically the ships, the few ships that we saw spent their time sailing up and down the river, using their engines for the most part. I suppose because of the confined space and the lack of strong breeze. West India Dock in the background. That West India Dock Canary Wharf section is the bit of London, or a bit of London, that's full of banks and law firms. Lothlorien, a Lord of the Rings fan presumably. A lot of building work going on in the Greenwich Peninsula. There's the O2 or Millennium Dome. I prefer Millennium Dome. I don't really like naming things after companies. Unless they're really doing something great for the world and not just for themselves. That is the Emirates Airline cable car. And there's a boat sailing through the car park. Well, along the river, in fact. This cable car goes across the Thames. I've got some photos of it on mylondonpics.com, PICS. That's Anthony Gormley's Quantum Man or something. Strange quantum mess, and you can see what a nice industrial dump this place is, really. Well, it's pleasant enough for a walk. And you've got this strange floating lawnmower or whatever it may be, I don't know. Scrap barge of some sort, perhaps. And somewhere is not far, but I don't know where it is. Doesn't seem to be anywhere around here anyway. Maybe that's it. Camera having difficulty focusing again. You can see the sun is starting to come out. It was around the middle of the day by now. And here's some more artwork. Don't know if it's by Anthony Gormley. Looks similar. That's an interesting looking boat in the background. Puffer ship, as they call them, I think.
Yeah. I was momentarily bamboozled.
They don't look like they're in great condition, these yachts, but look at it. There's the O2 again in the background. And this is some sort of bar-like thing where you can sit and have a drink while you look at the industrial dump all around you. It's nice, but not aesthetically pleasing. It's interesting, I suppose, but not beautiful in the normal sense of the term. A tall ship indeed, but not of the traditional variety. But it's pretty tall. They're loading sand onto it. It's coming from here. This isn't on the ship, this is next to it. Another one of those Thames clippers zooming along. And there is the Thames barrier, those silver things, which are designed to stop London getting flooded when there's a very high tide. So several times a year the barrier rotates up out of under the water and seals off the river so that the high tide is blocked. In the background there is the Tate and Lyle sugar refinery, biggest sugar refinery in the world outside the United States, where there's one that's bigger, which is also owned by Tate and Lyle, I think. There's a boat coming through. Or is it a ship? I don't know, some sort of yacht anyway. I don't know what the difference is between a ship and a yacht because I'm not a boating person. But they look nice. And there's a police boat. Because you have the river police. Oh, there's Oosterschelde again. French flag, I think it's flying. On the back. And a Docklands Light Railway train in the background. The Thames Refinery again. Mercedes. Mercedes, depending on how you want to say it. It is an E after all. That's how the Thames Barrier works. These things rotate. It sits on the riverbed and then it rotates 90 degrees to come up to block the water. Now this was strange. We found this building. This sculpture is under recorded video surveillance. People found causing malicious damage will be prosecuted. But what sculpture? We couldn't find any trace of anything. Nothing but this brick building. So anyway. We are here in the vicinity of Woolwich Arsenal now, and there's a 24-pounder cannon and another ship. It's getting bright now. The sun actually did come out. Can't focus as usual. Oh, and there's that sand ship that we saw earlier. Sailing off down the river now and out to sea, I suppose. Probably going to sell some sand to the Arabs or something. Again, the camera doesn't seem to like focusing on moving objects. Tenacious. It's our old friend Oosterschelde again. Oosterschelde or something to that effect. Not a very French sounding name, I have to say. Come on, camera, get with it. When an object's moving, the camera goes crazy. That's a nice scene. Two ships, the Thames Barrier and Canary Wharf in the background. And behind the two ships is the Woolwich Ferry, which is a free ferry across the river for carrying people and cars, mostly cars. There's been a ferry at this location for centuries, apparently. I think since the 13th century or something like that. Lothlorien again. And this boat is called J.R. Tolkien. He was J.R.R. Tolkien, wasn't he? Where's this other R? Maybe that pirate lady's taken it. R. That'll be it. Ah yes, beside the end of the festival area there was a bit of fairground and some stalls and stuff. Make it interesting for people who want to look at the boats. This is Woolwich, and you can see some more dodgy statues. These Iron Maidens are actually blokes. Metal men. I didn't look to see who sculpted them, but there they are. Standing around. Like something out of Doctor Who, really, aren't they? Somebody showing off. Must be hard on his hands on that surface, actually. It doesn't look like a very good surface for doing this. And yes, this is the Woolwich Arsenal. As you can see, there's lots of guns. Please keep off the cannon. And as you can see, the locals take such advice very seriously and teach all their children as well. Little show of 17th and 18th century arts, and this, for no apparent reason, nothing to do with it as far as I know. It was there though. Oh, tall ships, let's have a climbing frame. And a tank, yeah. Well, I guess that's there anyway, I suppose. Got to keep the locals under control, haven't you? Give them something to climb on.
Haul away! We'll haul away together. Way, haul away! We'll haul away, Joe. Way, haul away! We're hauling for fine weather. Way, haul away! We'll haul away, Joe. Charles was King of England until the Revolution. Way, haul away! Way, haul away, Joe. When I know chopped his head off, it spoiled his constitution. Way, haul away! We'll haul away, Joe. Way, haul away! We'll haul away together. Way, haul away! We'll haul away, Joe. Way, haul away! We're hauling for fine weather. Way, haul away! We'll haul away, Joe.
I bet he had a sore throat after a weekend of what passes for singing like that. More cannons and this plastic whale. Children were encouraged to climb inside it and have an adventure. I think it costs money. I mean, everything does in Britain really, apart from the Woolwich ferry. She could do with combing her hair. We're nearly at the end of this now. Oh. Roman god of the moon, brought from Egypt. I thought Luna was a woman, but apparently not. And there's Nike, or Nike pronounced, for the this statue was raised for the Olympics in 2012 in London. And that's basically the end of the Tall Ships Festival as we saw it anyway. Hope you enjoyed the video, and bye for now.